Rob,
Tim,
are you on the Cooling Ridge? I thought we were doing a trade show update.
this is, it's UK climbing, UK hill walking. This is authenticity through and through.
Nice, I can almost feel the wind in my hair.
I'm actually in a centrally heated home office, and it's just a techie green screen, but I know it's confusing. So, Tim, you are at a trade show, not a trade show. You're within the Black Diamond showroom, and I think you've got a few products to show us here today, albeit remotely. And the first of which is some shoes. Now, I've reviewed some Black Diamond shoes this year in the form of the sessions, and I really like them. And the range is expanding. And I think you've got two pairs to show us today. So do you want to talk us through those?
Yeah, BD and shoes. God, it's like an ever-growing family at the moment, but sort of like good. I'm definitely liking the way that everything's going. So I guess like the first interesting ones, particularly for climbers, as basically we all like a good trainer and pretend that they're technical. But this is actually sort of a bit of a techie trainer. So looks nice. Looks like sort of a good climber's uniform standard thing. Bit of articulated lacing on it. Sort of like a nice midsole, good toe cap. So you've got a decent profile. You can sort of see past. So if you do want to do a little bit of scrambling to get to the boulders or sort of around here in the peak, then sort of perfect. And then sort of nice classic BD sticky sole on it. So sort of good. I think the last BD shoes have been quite lightweight summer style, and this is definitely a bit more winterized.
The session is definitely a really nice airy upper. I mean, they're fantastic on summer days. I've worn them out a little bit lately, and you definitely feel the chill in winter. But they've been impressively durable. I guess this upper, what is it? Is it a leather or suede construction?
Yeah, so this is a full suede construction, whereas the other stuff's sort of been this really nice knits, haven't they? So yeah, you're right. Basically, really good if you want airflow through to your foot in the middle of summer, but that's sort of not so good for damp British rain, whereas suede, good for damp British rain. So much better. Yeah, so there's a couple of colours that are coming. They're pretty nice. And then good colours for women actually as well. So
yeah, they're good. I'm jealous.
Yeah. So so Prime's sort of more the casual stuff, and then some other bits and pieces that we've got coming. These are I'm pretty excited about these. So these are called Fuels. So these definitely a full tech.
So they're looking like the Tech Meister.
Yeah. These are actually on point, probably really good Cooling Ridge style shoes.
I could pack my bags afterwards.
Yeah, I tell you, I'll give you a pair. So yeah, like a proper techie approach shoe actually with this. So sort of a real climbing shoe style, toe on it. Really good silhouette, proper sticky, low profile sole unit. But this definitely has more protection in the heel. There's a proper heel cup, and then there's a big impact puck hidden away underneath the sole unit. So as you're coming downhill and things. And then they're thinner, when your foot's in them, you feel really close to this front rubber. So just a full proper techie, shoe in the form of the Fuel from BD. So that's good.
Having done women's model as well, brilliant. They're both looking good. In terms of the differences is there a difference in volume between the men's and the women's model?
No, so they're pretty similar. In general, they're all pretty low volume, just that really tech fit sort of means that the toe boxes are pretty low volume, and all this sort of midfoot is definitely lower volume. I wouldn't say it's a particularly narrow shoe, but I would say the depth here, and that's probably partly to do with the tongue construction as well, because it's a one piece construction that wraps around. So the whole thing's really fitted to your foot.
I guess as well, that's what lacing is there for. It's, that is the original volume adjuster, isn't it? And I certainly like the sound of a little bit of shock absorption at the back, because, again, jokes aside about the Cooling Ridge, I did it a few years ago now, back in that never-ending summer of 2018, and we were out for, I think, just shy of 12 hours in total, and that's top to top. So it was even longer. I think it was about 17 hours by the time it was car to car. So it's a big old day, and having something that's going to provide a bit of shock absorption is great, but equally that technicality is essential because of the fact that the cooling rid's actually pretty badass. It's pretty sustained and much more technical than maybe you'd first give it credit for.
Yeah, that thing is no walk in the park. It's not just like a quick loop around. Like,
unless you have a pair of those shoes on, Tim.
Obviously, if you had a pair of these on, it'd make the day much more pleasant and quicker.
Right. Well, everyone, you heard it here first. Tim, thanks for joining us, and catch up with you soon.
Bye, Rob.